أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد أفضل صلواتك بعدد معلوماتك وبارك وسلم وصل عليه وَلَقَدْ فَتَنَّا قَبْلَهُمْ and indeed we tried before them قَوْمَ فِرْعَوْنَ the people of Pharaoh. فَتَنَّا, we tried them. وَلَقَدْ فَتَنَّا قَبْلَهُمْ and indeed we tried before them قَوْمَ فِرْعَوْنَ the people of Pharaoh. وَجَاءَهُمْ رَسُولٌ كَرِيمٌ and there has come to them a noble messenger, Prophet Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. An addu ilayya ibadallah, he was saying, An addu ilayya, restore to me ibadallah, the slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Adda yuaddi, it means a payment. An addu ilayya ibadallah, pay me or pay to me the slaves of Allah. Little meaning is, pay to me the slaves of Allah. Means release them from the clutches of slavery. As we mentioned before, that Pharaoh is a character of number one, cruelty, and number two, dictatorship, and number three, to enslave others. Number four, class discrimination. Number five, depriving them of their fundamental rights. So this is a character. When Prophet Musa came alayhi salatu wasalam, so he asked him, An addu ilayya ibadallah. In another place, it is said, An arsil maghya bani Israel. Arsil maghya, release with me or in my company the children of Israel. Release them. Because Pharaoh, he deprived them of their fundamental rights and he enslaved them. He enslaved them. An addu ilayya ibadallah, and that's what kalima means, to release people from the clutches of slavery. Every messenger, whenever he came, his mission was to release people and set them free of slavery and to make them the slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That a human being should not be and may never be the slave of another human being. Everybody must be the slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is equality in the sight of Allah and in the sight of Allah. Yes, that is equality in the eyes of Allah and in the eyes of Allah. Because when all of us would be considered as the slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so no white, black, short, tall, big, short, or as the case may be, everyone would be considered as a slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Got it? Got it or not? And that's what kalima means, La ilaha illallah. And as we mentioned that Ribahi ibn Amir al-Khuzai radiyallahu ta'ala an, a companion of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he was captured by the police in Persia and he was taken to the governor, and the governor asked him that, who are you? Your identity. So he told him that I am from Hijaz. You're from Hijaz. And I am the companion of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So what's your mission here? And what's the mission of your messenger? So he said, An nukhrij al-ibad min ibadat al-ibad ila ibadat rabbil ibad. To set free the human being from the slavery of human beings, and to make all of them the slaves of Allah alone. You know what I'm saying? And that's the message. And therefore, otherwise, no any messenger has ever used a single bad word against anybody. Why people became their enemies? Because the moment they said, Qulu la ilaha illallah, say, there is no God but only Allah. There is no ruler but only Allah. There is no Lord but only Allah. There is no master but only Allah. So all of these masters are so-called masters. They thought of, this is a challenge to our leadership. That's a challenge. That's a challenging concept. That's what? A challenging concept. You know what I'm saying? So the moment a prophet or a messenger said, La ilaha illallah, people stood up and they said, what are you talking about? Are you crazy? Got it? Got it or not? Yes. So Musa alayhi salatu wa salam, he elaborated it a little bit furthermore. And he said, An addu ilayya ibadallah. You have deprived the children of Israel from their fundamental rights. You have established a class discrimination system. إن فرعون علا في الأرض وجعل أهلها شيعا يستضعف طائفة منهم يذبحون أبناءهم ويستحيون نساءهم. سورة القصص. نتلو عليك ورسالة يو محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم من نبأ موسى وفرعون. The story of Moses and Pharaoh. نبأ موسى وفرعون. The story of Musa and Pharaoh. نتلو عليك ورسالة يو من نبأ موسى وفرعون. Why, Mr. You not found it? من نبأ موسى وفرعون. The news of the story of Moses and Pharaoh. بالحق in truth لقوم for a people يؤمنون who believe in the message given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what is that story? And what's the news about Musa and Pharaoh? That is, إن فرعون غلا في الأرض. Verily Pharaoh غلا في الأرض, exalted himself in the land to the level of God. He elevated himself to the level of God, and he used to say, Ma alimtu lakum min ilahin ghairi. I don't know any other God but only me. And he said, Ana rabbukumul a'la. I am the extremely exalted Lord of you people. So that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking about or talking about. Ala fil ard. He exalted and elevated himself to the level of what? God. And still he was God when he was in bathroom. إن فرعون غلا في الأرض. Indeed, فرعون غلا في الأرض. Fir'aun elevated himself to the level of God في الأرض, in the land of Misr. وجعل أهلها شيعا. And he made the people in different sects or in different categories or in different classes. In different classes, which is called divide and rule. Yes. Which is called divide and rule. In Arabic they call farriq tasud. In Arabic they call farriq tasud, divide and rule. Farriq tasud means divide and rule. So that's what Pharaoh did. إن فرعون علا في الأرض. Indeed Pharaoh exalted himself في الأرض, in the land of Egypt. وَجَعَلَ أَعْلَى شِيَعًا. And he made our divided people in sects and classes. In sects and classes. Those who have and those have not. Have and have not. Yes. إِنَّ فِرْعَوْنَ عَلَا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَجَعَلَ أَعْلَى شِيَعًا. He made people in sects or in classes. يَسْتَضْعِفُ طَائِفَةً مِّنْهُمْ. Oppressing a group of them. The children of Israel. He used to oppress them. He used to, because he was very much afraid of these people that they will bring a revolution. A coup d'etat. What? A coup d'etat. Yes, the same coup d'etat in English is coup d'etat in Pashto. يَسْتَضْعِفُ طَائِفَةً مِّنْهُمْ. Oppressing a group of them, the children of Israel. يُذَبِّحُ أَبْنَاءَهُم. Killing their sons and their youngsters. إِنَّ فِرْعَوْنَ عَلَا فِي الْأَرْضِ. Verily Pharaoh indeed he exalted himself in the land of Egypt. وَجَعَلَ أَعْلَى شِيَعًا. And he made people, divided them in sects and classes. يَسْتَضْعِفُ طَائِفَةً مِّنْهُمْ. He was weakening or oppressing a group of them. يُذَبِّحُ أَبْنَاءَهُم. Killing their youngsters. وَيَسْتَحْيِي نِسَاءَهُم. And letting their females alive. إِنَّهُ كَانَ مِنَ الْمُفْسِدِينَ, verily he was of the mufsideen and the wrongdoers are the oppressors. وَنُرِيدُ أَن نَّمُنَّ عَلَى الَّذِينَ اسْتُضْعِفُوا. Now Allah said, that's what Pharaoh was doing. And we sent Musa. What was the purpose and the object? وَنُرِيدُ وَكُنَّا نُرِيدُ أَن نَّمُنَّ عَلَى الَّذِينَ اسْتُضْعِفُوا. And we intended or we wished to do a favor to those اسْتُضْعِفُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ, who were weak and oppressed in the land of Egypt. We sent Musa. We sent to spread out a message of what? No slavery of a human being for a human being. All people are the slaves of Allah and they are equal to each other. They are equal to each other. إِنَّا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ مِنْ ذَكَرٍ وَأُنْثَى وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلَ لِتَعَارَفُوا. You are born or created of one single pair or couple of Adam and Eve. So as human beings you are equal to each other. Do you know what I am saying? So nobody has any right to enslave another human being. وَنُرِيدُ أَن نَّمُنَّ عَلَى الَّذِينَ اسْتُضْعِفُوا, and we wish to do a favor to those اسْتُضْعِفُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ, who are oppressed in the land. وَنَجْعَلَهُمْ أَئِمَّةً, and to make them the rulers. وَنَجْعَلَهُمُ الْوَارِثِينَ, and to make them the inheritors. To make them the inheritors. وَنُمَكِّنَ لَهُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ, and to establish them in the land of Egypt. وَنُرِيَ فِرْعَوْنَ وَهَامَانَ, and to let Pharaoh and Haman وَجُنُودَهُمَا and their hosts and army مِنْهُمْ, from these children of Israel, مَا كَانُوا يَحْذَرُونَ, of that which they feared. Inqilab, Thawra, Kudena, revolution. What? Revolution. So go back to our sabak. وَلَقَدْ فَتَنَّا قَبْلَهُمْ, and we tried before them. قَوْمَ فِرْعَوْنَ, the people of Pharaoh, وَجَاءَهُمْ, and there had come to them Rasul, a messenger, Kareem, very respected and dignified messenger. Prophet Musa. أَنْ أَدُّوا إِلَيَّ عِبَادَ اللَّهِ, and the messenger was saying to Pharaoh, أَنْ أَدُّوا إِلَيَّ عِبَادَ اللَّهِ, release to me or restore to me the slaves of Allah, children of Ibrahim. Release them. Set them free. Set them free. Give them their due rights. Why you deprive them of their fundamental rights? أَنْ أَدُّوا إِلَيَّ عِبَادَ اللَّهِ إِنِّي لَكُمْ رَسُولٌ أَمِينٌ, verily I am to you people a messenger worthy of our trust. I am a trustworthy messenger to you people. وَأَلَّا تَعْلُوا عَلَى اللَّهِ, and never try to exalt against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and never try to overtake Allah. Never try to overtake Allah. Yes, the literal meaning of the word is never try to overtake Allah. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. وَأَلَّا تَعْلُوا عَلَى اللَّهِ, and exalt not yourself against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For somebody who is violating purposely the rule of Allah, so it means that he exalts himself against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He wants to overtake Allah and the messenger of Allah. لَا تُقَدِّمُوا بَيْنَ يَدَيِ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, never try to go ahead of Allah or the messenger of Allah. So go behind him. Go behind him. وَأَلَّا تَعْلُوا عَلَى اللَّهِ, and exalt not yourselves against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إِنِّي آتَيْكُمْ, I have come to you بِسُلْطَانٍ مُبِينٍ, with a manifest authority. With a manifest authority. And that authority is the clear-cut message given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, supported by miracles. Supported by? Say, supported by miracles. And that was the authority of Musa alayhi salatu wa salam. The army was there. The FBI and CIA of that time was there. Every agency and its people, they were standing there, having their guns in their hands. Yes. And people, Pharaoh was surrounding, his castle was surrounded from all around by the agencies and by the rangers and the police and the army. But the moment Musa and his brother Harun showed up, Yes, that they are coming. So these people used to look at each other. Yes. Let them go. Let them go inside. They were unable to stop them. Why? Because of what? The stick. Because of the stick. If they stopped him, so Musa alayhi salatu wasalam used to throw his stick on the ground. And the moment he threw it on the ground, it became a big python. And as Ibn Abbas says, radiallahu ta'ala, the distance between two jaws of that python was 70 yards. How much? 70 yards. Easily it can swallow the castle of Pharaoh. And that's why the moment Musa alayhi salatu wasalam entered to the castle of Pharaoh. So he said that you came again? He said, yes, I came again. What do you think? And what did you think? Are you going to release the children of Israel or not? He said, no, I'm not going to release them. So Musa alayhi salatu wasalam said, okay. So he threw the stick and Pharaoh used to rest inside and close the door and please hold it. He said, come on. Yes, listen to me. Got it? So that was Sultan Mubin, a manifest authority of Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, the big dictator along with his agencies and armies. They have nothing to do with Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. It was a clear-cut authority of Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. How does God need a aspect like that?
وَأَلَّا تَعْلُوا عَلَى اللَّهِ, and exalt not yourselves against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إِنِّي آتَيْكُمْ, truly I have come to you, بِسُلْطَانٍ مُبِينٍ, with a manifest or clear-cut authority. وَإِنِّي عُذْتُ بِرَبِّي, and truly I seek refuge in my Lord, وَرَبِّكُمْ, and your Lord as well.
My Lord and your Lord. So by giving him this message, Musa alayhi salatu wasalam was referring to equality in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That you are not a Lord. Yes, my Lord and your Lord is one and the same. And we both are the slaves of that Lord. Equality in the sight of Allah. And equality in the eyes of law. Equality in the eyes of law.
وَإِنِّي عُذْتُ بِرَبِّي, and I seek refuge in my Lord, وَرَبِّكُمْ, and your Lord, and تَرْجُمُونِي, lest you stone me to death.
Lest you stone me to death.
وَإِن لَمْ تُؤْمِنُوا لِي, and if you believe me not, فَاعْتَزِلُونِي, then keep away from me and leave me alone.
Musa alayhi salatu wasalam said, if you are not going to believe in my message, so leave me alone with my message, don't touch me.
وَإِن لَمْ تُؤْمِنُوا لِي, and if you believe me not, فَاعْتَزِلُونِي, so keep away of me or leave me alone with my business. فَدَعَا رَبَّهُ,
when they refused, when Pharaoh and his people, they refused the message of Musa.
فَدَعَا رَبَّهُ, so Musa called upon his Lord, أَنَّ هَؤُلَاءِ, that these people are قَوْمٌ, a people مُجْرِمُونَ, who are criminals.
That these people are mujrimun. These are criminal people. So what Allah said?
فَاضْرِبْ عِبَادِي لَيْلًا, and as we mentioned time and again, that
after juz number 25, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a brief way, He is referring to certain stories. The details are gone already. Yes, you have studied the details. So look into the details, I am referring to only. Brief and summary.
فَاضْرِبْ عِبَادِي لَيْلًا, so depart you with my slaves by night. إِنَّكُمْ مُتَّبَعُونَ, you would be pursued by Pharaoh and his people.
He was informed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that take with you my slaves, the children of Israel, and for sure they will pursue you.
فَاضْرِبْ عِبَادِي لَيْلًا, so take my slaves with you لَيْلًا at night. إِنَّكُمْ مُتَّبَعُونَ, for sure they will pursue you.
Or you would be pursued.
وَاتْرُكِ الْبَحْرَ رَاوًا, and leave the sea as it is,
quiet and divided. Quiet and divided. Otherwise, you know, Mediterranean or Red Sea, it makes a lot of noise. It makes a lot of noise. And Musa alayhi salatu wasalam hit it with his stick, and there was 12 freeways. How many? 12 tunnels in between water. And the water, it was soft like big mountains. Yes, quiet, soundless, no noise, nothing, no flow. You know what I'm saying? So 12 tribes of Israel, they crossed over the Red Sea, Mediterranean. What? Yes.
وَاتْرُكِ الْبَحْرَ رَاوًا, and leave the sea as it is, quiet and divided. إِنَّهُمْ جُنْدٌ, they are a host. مُغْرَقُونَ, they would be drowned. كَمْ تَرَكُوا مِنْ جَنَّاتٍ وَعُيُونٍ,
so they were drowned here. Surah Yunus.
وَجَاوَزْنَا بِبَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ الْبَحْرَ, and we took the children of Israel across the sea.
We took them across the sea.
فَأَتْبَعَهُمْ فِرْعَوْنُ وَجُنُودُهُ, so Pharaoh and his hosts, they followed them or pursued them, بَغْيًا وَغَضْوًا, in oppression and enmity. حَتَّى إِذَا أَدْرَكَهُ الْغَرَقُ, till when drowning overtook him, قَالَ, he cried.
He shouted. Who? Pharaoh. When the drowning overtook him, so he cried.
آمَنْتُ, I believed.
Number one.
أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ, there is no God إِلَّا الَّذِي, but only that one. آمَنَتْ بِهِ بَنُو إِسْرَائِيلَ, in whom the children of Israel believed.
Number two.
وَأَنَا مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ, and I am from the group of those who submit to that Allah.
So he was crying that I believed that there is no God but only that one in whom the children of Israel believed. And I do surrender totally to that God. So Allah said, now you are too late.
Al-ana.
What? Abisal? Yes, this is not al-ana. Al-ana means now. And al-ana? Say Abisal? Yes.
Al-ana, now. وَقَدْ عَصَيْتَ, and you disobeyed. وَكُنْتَ مِنَ الْمُفْسِدِينَ, and you were from amongst the oppressors. فَالْيَوْمَ نُنَجِّيكَ, so this day we will deliver you بِبَطَنِكَ, along with your iron coat.
Otherwise, if somebody is wearing an iron jacket or iron coat and is down somewhere in water, his dead body will never come up. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that's another miracle.
فَالْيَوْمَ, this day, نُنَجِّيكَ, we will deliver you بِبَطَنِكَ, along with your iron jacket. لِتَكُونَ لِمَنْ خَلْفَكَ آيَةً, so you may be assigned to those who will come after you, next generation.
They will look at your dead body, or this is the guy. What is it that? What a powerful guy. What is superpower of that time? What happened to this guy when he refused the message of Allah? Subhanahu wa ta'ala. لِتَكُونَ لِمَنْ خَلْفَكَ. So people are going there and they do look at the dead body of who? Ramesses II. His name is what? Ramesses II. Pharaoh is his title. Pharaoh is his title.
فَالْيَوْمَ, this day, نُنَجِّيكَ, we shall deliver you بِبَطَنِكَ, along with your iron coat. لِتَكُونَ لِمَنْ خَلْفَكَ آيَةً, so you may be a sign for coming generation.
But people are going there only to visit the what? The museum. They are visiting museum. They are looking at it as historically. What? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said the dead body of Pharaoh is not there for history purpose. That's not for history purpose. People must think about that guy, that what happened to that guy, and the root of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never get changed. He will apply the same to other refusals as well, and rejectors as well. So that's why Allah says, وَإِنَّ كَثِيرًا مِنَ النَّاسِ, most of people, عَنْ آيَاتِنَا لَغَافِلُونَ, they are heedless and careless about our signs. They are not looking at his dead body as a sign of Allah. They are looking at his dead body as a sign of history. As a sign of what? Not as a sign of Allah. So Muslims must look at him as a sign of Allah, not a sign of فَاضْرِبْ عِبَادِي لَيْلًا, so depart you with my slaves by night. إِنَّكُمْ مُتَّبَعُونَ, you will be pursued by Pharaoh and his people. وَاتْرُكِ الْبَحْرَ, and leave the Mediterranean and the Seerah one quiet as it is. Quiet and motionless. Quiet and motionless as it is.
Innahum juldum mughraquna, verily they are a host to be drowned. Kam taraku, how many min jannatin wa uyunin, how many of gardens and springs do they left behind?
Yeah, subhanallah. Gardens were there. Flowing water springs were there. And they left it behind.
Kam taraku min jannatin wa uyunin, how many springs and gardens they left behind? وَذُرُوعٍ and green crops, وَمَقَامٍ كَرِيمٍ and beautiful places, وَنَعْمَةٍ and comforts of life, كَانُوا فِيهَا فَاكِهِينَ wherein they used to take a delight.
They left everything behind. They left everything.
کہ اجڑ گیا وہ باغ جس کے لاکھ مالی تھے.
Mr. Saab, that's for you and Yusuf Saab.
کہ اجڑ گیا وہ باغ جس کے لاکھ مالی تھے. سکندر جب گیا دنیا سے دونوں ہاتھ خالی تھے.
This is a beautiful chair. Yes, this is.
کہ اجڑ گیا وہ باغ جس کے لاکھ
those gardens are destroyed which has 100,000 gardens. They were working herein. And look into the history of Alexander the Great, who conquered almost half of the world. But when he was giving this word, so his both hands were empty, having nothing. Neither a single dinar, nor a dollar, neither something gold or a piece of silver, nothing was there. Yes, Sikandar jab diya duniya se dono haath khali the. Same thing happened to Pharaoh and his people. Yes. And that's why God-fearing people, yes, they do not put the love of money or worldly attachment in their hearts.
کہ آپ زیرے کشتی
مولانا سے
کہ آپ زیرے کشتی اور آپ کشتی ولے آپ در کشتی ہلاکے کشتی.
What a beautiful saying of مولانا. کہ آپ زیرے کشتی اور آپ کشتی ولے آپ در کشتی ہلاکے کشتی. Water beneath a ship, that's a life. That's a life for that ship. That's a moment for that ship.
کم ترکو من جنات وعیون کم ترکو من جنات وعیون how many of gardens and water springs do they left behind وزروع ومقام وزروع and green crops ومقام كريم and beautiful places ونعمة and comforts of life كانوا فيها فاكهين wherein they used to take a delight and be happy with.
To take a delight and be happy with. Got it? So it doesn't mean that you should not have beautiful things, but that should be for you. You may not be for. You may not be. Prophet ﷺ says in a hadith that knowledge of deen and wealth, that every one of them is of two kinds. Malun laka wa malun alayka. Wealth for you and a wealth you are for. And a knowledge for you and a knowledge you are for. If you are getting benefit of that for the good of this world and the hereafter, that is your wealth. That is your wealth. If the case is otherwise, so it means you belong to wealth. Wealth does not belong to you. يقول ابن آدم مالي مالي. يعني حديث قدسي قال صلى الله عليه وسلم says يقول ابن آدم مالي مالي. That the son of Adam, me and you, the son of Adam, he said time and again, my wealth, my property, my business, my job, yeah, everything. He claimed, mali mali. And Prophet ﷺ said, وَإِنَّ مِنْ مَالِكَ مَا أَكَلْتَ فَأَفْنَيْتَ وَمَا لَبِثْتَ فَأَبْلَيْتَ وَمَا تَصَدَّقْتَ فَأَبْقَيْتَ كما قال. Ya subhanallah, what a golden word, every single word of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. وَإِنَّ مِنْ مَالِكَ مَا أَكَلْتَ فَأَفْنَيْتَ وَمَا لَبِثْتَ فَأَبْلَيْتَ وَمَا تَصَدَّقْتَ فَأَبْقَيْتَ. And from your wealth, your belongings, your property, whatever you have eaten, that is gone. Where? In the bathroom, the gutter. وَمَا لَبِثْتَ فَأَبْلَيْتَ. Whatever you have used as your dress, that has become old, torn. وَمَا تَصَدَّقْتَ فَأَبْقَيْتَ. And whatever you have spent for the good of human beings and the creature of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the good pleasure of Allah, that is deposited. Where? Not in Bank of America, in Bank of Akhirah. Yes. Then in the hereafter. Yes, Fahim is doing in that bank and I don't know what Hadith is doing. He's doing? Huh?
كم تركوا من جنات وعيون وزروع كم تركوا من جنات وعيون. How many of gardens and springs do they left behind? وزروع and green crops. ومقام كريم and beautiful places and palaces.
Beautiful places and palaces.
ونعمة كانوا فيها فاكهين.
So, if your house is for you, your car is for you, you are not for car. Yes. Some people, they buy car, yes, they park it inside the garage. Once a year, they bring it out. Yes. Only for 2-3 miles. And then take it back, not to have lot of mileage thereupon. What it means? Yes. They have kitchen, they do not cook there. Yes. They do not cook there. They eat only sandwich. SubhanAllah. So it belongs to him or he belongs to these things? He belongs to him. He is Mamluk. He is not a Malik. He is Mamluk. He is not a Malik.
وَنَعْمَةٍ in comforts of life كَانُوا فِيهَا فَاكِهِينَ wherein they used to take a delight and a pleasure. كَذَلِكَ this was the case وَأَوْرَثْنَاهَا قَوْمًا آخَرِينَ and we gave it as inheritance to other people.
They were drowned. So the children of Israel, they inherited that. وَأَوْرَثْنَاهَا قَوْمًا آخَرِينَ.
فَمَا بَكَتْ عَلَيْهِمُ السَّمَاءُ neither the heaven and not the earth cried on them.
No. Because in a hadith, Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says that when a true believer, a practical Muslim passes away, so the place of his prayer, it cries. And the entrance of its righteous good deed in the heaven, it cries. Today, the amal and good deed of Mr. So-and-so did not come. So Allah informed that entrance that he passed away. So that entrance in the heaven, it cries. Today, Mr. So-and-so did not show up. He used to pray here. What happened to him? Allah inspired the piece of land and the piece of earth. He passed away. So that piece of land cries for that guy. Got it?
فَمَا بَكَتْ عَلَيْهِمُ السَّمَاءُ وَالْأَرْضُ
and that's what Hafiz says.
کہ آنتانے کے وقت زادن تو.
Hafiz says, who? Which Hafiz? Shirazi. Which Hafiz? Hafizatan.
کہ آنتانے کے وقت زادن تو خلق خنداب و تو گریا. ہم چنیزے کے وقت رفتن تو خلق گریا و تو خندان.
So write it down.
کہ آنتانی کہ وقت زادن تو.
You don't know that at the time of your birth.
آنتانی کے وقت زادن تو خلق خنداب و تو گریا.
You were crying. The small baby cries when, yes, he is delivered or she is delivered. So it cries. Yes. But people, they smile and laugh. Congratulations! How come you have a son? Yes. Congratulations! Fahim, you got a son. Yes, the midwife comes out and she informs. Inshallah. Soon you will have that happy news. Yes, say, inshallah. You both have reservations. Yes.
تو آنتانے کے وقت زادن تو خلق خنداب و تو گریان. You don't know at the time of your birth.
People were laughing. They were happy. Congratulating each other. And you were crying.
ہم سنی سے کہ وقت رفتن تو
just have a life in such a way that at the time of your departure from this world, that you should give this word with a smiling face, and people, they are crying behind you. What a good man he was. What a good man he was. People are crying and you are laughing and smiling. Yeah?
کہ نشان مرد مومن بات گویم.
Allama says,
نشان مرد مومن بات گویم سمر گایت تبسم بر لب اوست غدن القر احبا محمدا و حزبا.
after my death, he will
فما بکت علیہم السماء مرگ ہر یک اے پسر ہم رنگ اوست.
علامہ says
کہ مرگ ہر یک اے پسر ہم رنگ اوست پیش دشمن دشمنوں پا دوست دوست.
the death of everybody will approach him the way he prepared himself for death. If he has befriended his death, so the death will approach him as a friend. And if he has established enmity with death and no any preparation, so the death will approach him as an attacker. That is invader. From Salam.
فما بکت علیہم السماء. So neither the heaven nor the earth wept for them. وَمَا كَانُوا مُنْظَرِينَ nor were they given a respite of time.
Because when the death approaches, it will never be delayed. حَتَّى إِذَا جَاءَ أَحَدَهُمُ الْمَوْتُ لَا يَسْتَأْخِرُونَ سَاعَةً وَلَا يَسْتَقْدِمُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when the death will approach, at its appointed time, it will never be delayed. It will never get delayed.
وَلَقَدْ نَجَّيْنَا بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ وَلَقَدْ نَجَّيْنَا بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ. And indeed we saved the children of Israel مِنَ الْغَضَابِ الْمُهِينِ from a humiliating torment.
So a cruel dictator, that's a humiliating torment. Yes? Because he humiliates people. Dictator, he humiliates people.
وَلَقَدْ نَجَّيْنَا بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ. And indeed we saved the children of Israel مِنَ الْغَضَابِ الْمُهِينِ from a humiliating torment. مِنْ فِرْعَوْنَ.
That is the torment. From Pharaoh and his system.
إِنَّهُ كَانَ غَالِيًا. Verily he was an arrogant person. مِنَ الْمُسْرِفِينَ. And a big time transgressor.
He was a big time transgressor. He was believing in no any rule. He was believing in no any character. He was a cruel person.
وَلَقَدْ اخْتَرْنَاهُمْ عَلَىٰ عِلْمٍ. And we chose them عَلَىٰ عِلْمٍ with knowledge عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ about the people of their time.
That we gave them the knowledge. Which knowledge? Which came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As we mentioned before, that the word ilm, I-L-M, which means knowledge. Which means knowledge. So the word ilm is defined in different ways by ulama. Number one, knowledge is a light which enlightens the subject concerned for the person who has it. Which enlightens or makes clear the subject concerned for a person who has it. So this definition includes every sort of knowledge. Maybe engineering or medical or space knowledge or anything. That's a light which enlightens or makes clear the subject concerned for a person who has it. Nurun يتجلى به المذكور لمن قام هو به. In Arabic we say نور يتجلى به المذكور لمن قام هو به. Another definition, صفة توجب التمييز بحيث لا يحتمل النقيض. That's a quality. That knowledge is a quality which brings distinction between things with certainty. With certainty. A certain distinction between things. So again, this includes every sort of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But the knowledge of deen, the knowledge of deen, Quran and Sunnah, that is defined Nurun Iqtubisa min Mishkat Sadr Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam li Sa'adat al-Darain. A light, we should write it, a light which has been taken from the chest of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, which can make one a lucky person here and also in the hereafter. If he will practice accordingly, it will make him a lucky one here and also in the hereafter. So that knowledge we are looking for. That knowledge. All other knowledges, these are for the good of this world. Maybe or may not be. But this knowledge, that is for the good of both worlds, for sure. For the good of both worlds, for sure. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave 10 commandments and Old Testament to the children of Israel. You should write it. After the drowning of Pharaoh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them 10 commandments, which was the source of their knowledge. وَلَقَدْ اخْبَرْنَاهُمْ, and we choose them عَلَىٰ عِلْمٍ, with knowledge, عَنَ الْعَالَمِينَ, about people of their time. وَآتَيْنَاهُمْ مِنَ الْآيَاتِ, and we granted them rules and laws. Or we granted them مِنَ الْآيَاتِ favors. Another meaning of ayat is favors. وَآتَيْنَاهُمْ مِنَ الْآيَاتِ, and we gave them مِنَ الْآيَاتِ favors, to that extent, فِيهِ بَلَاءٌ مُبِينٌ, in which there was a great blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Bala is barakah. Bala is barakah. إِنَّ هَؤُلَاءِ, verily these people of Makkah, لَيَقُولُونَ, they say. So now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, look at me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is relating the story of Pharaoh and Musa, and in between, he's doing what? Commercial. Yes. He's doing what? Commercial. But actually, I am not here to relate you the story. You have to pick up the bottom line, that what it means. So right in the middle of the story, our stories, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala refers to the people of Makkah. That what's wrong with these guys? What's wrong? Because Bilal, he is watching TV, a drama is going on, and he is staring at TV, and suddenly, a commercial comes. So sometimes he picks it. Yes. إِنَّ هَؤُلَاءِ, verily these people of Makkah, لَيَقُولُونَ, they say, إِنْ هِيَ إِلَّا مَوْتَتُنَا الْأُولَىٰ, there is nothing but only this first death of ours, وَمَا نَحْنُ مُنْشَرِينَ, and we shall not be resurrected another life. We will never be given another life, as Muhammad said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So actually, they were refusing the concept of life after death. Concept of life after death. And they were twisting that concept in one way or the other, that actually Muhammad is confused. Actually, Muhammad is confused, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. They were twisting like this. In Allah, he is talking about life after death. He is talking about. So the death already we had it. When we were not here in this world, that was a death. So we got this life after death. But Muhammad is confused. You know, ya subhanallah, what a stupid people they were. How they were twisting. Yes, and another ayah, in hiya illa hayatun ad-dunya, namutu wa nahya wa ma nahnu bimabghuthin. In huwa illa rajulun iftara ala Allah. That Muhammad is confused. He says you will be given a life after that. Yes, we have it already. We have it all. They were believing in reincarnation. They were believing in what? In tanasukh al-arwah and reincarnation. That the soul comes out of the dead body and enters into another body. Maybe a dog or cat or as the case may be. Yes, depends. Yes? Depends. As I told you the story. I told you the story that Hindu people, they believe in reincarnation. Yes? They believe in what? In reincarnation. That the soul comes out, the spirit comes out of a dead body and enters into another body. Yes, in shape of another body, it comes back to this world. You know what I'm saying? And depend that what was the nature of that guy, and what type of deeds or actions he was practicing in his lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So if his deeds were good, so then his soul comes in shape of a Brahman. In shape of what? You know Brahman. Yes, in shape of a Brahman, a pious guy of Hindu, Mazhab or Hindu concept. Yes? Got it? Or in shape of a saint. In shape of a pious saint. Yes. And if the case is the other way around, so sometimes the human being and his soul comes in shape of a dog or a wild beast. Got it? So one Hindu, his mother passed away. His mother. And she was in love with dogs. And he was very much upset with the death of his mother. So early in the morning, he used to go to the bazaar and looking for small dogs, newly born dogs. That the spirit and soul of my mom will be somewhere in one dog. So when a small female dog started following him, he tried to stop. Once again he followed. And for the third time, so then he picked her and kissed her and licking her. Oh my mom, I was looking for you. I'm very happy I found you. And he brought her to his house and asked his wife that arrange my mom a beautiful food and a beautiful bed and things like that and every sort of comfort. And after some time, become that big. Went out somewhere and brought a dog bed. Went out somewhere and what? Brought a dog bed. So the wife arranged another bed and food for that dog as well. So on one bed, the female dog, on the other bed, the male dog. And then the guy came from office, 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the evening. So the wife rushed him and said, congratulations. Today mom went out and she brought David. Yes. Mom went out and she brought David. So reincarnation. Yes, people at that time, in the time of Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, certain groups were there, they were believing in reincarnation. So that's why they said, in hiya illa hayatuna dunya, namutu wa nahya. This is the only life that approaches us, and a new shape we take and we come into another body as a new life. But Muhammad is confused that he is talking about life after death. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it very much clear that كيف تكفرون بالله وكنتم أمواتا فأحياكم ثم يميتكم ثم يحييكم. He is not confused. You people are confused. He is talking about two deaths and two lives. He is talking about two deaths and two lives. One death was dead, then you were not here in this world. You got a new life, you are born. Then you will have another death. After that you would be given a new life for your accountability. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, on the day of judgment, the people who believe in reincarnation are those who did not believe in life after death. They will admit it. رَبَّنَا أَمَتَّنَا اثْنَتَيْنِ وَأَحْيَيْتَنَا اثْنَتَيْنِ فَهَلْ إِلَىٰ خُرُوجٍ مِّن سَبِيلٍ. That now we came to know, yes, it was the case of two lives and two deaths. It was for sure the case of two lives and two deaths. فَهَلْ إِلَىٰ خُرُوجٍ مِّن سَبِيلٍ. Is there any way out to go back and to practice accordingly? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, now hold on your horses.
إِنَّ هَؤُلَاءِ لَيَقُولُونَ verily these people of Makkah, they say, إِنْ هِيَ إِلَّا مَوْتَتُنَا الْأُولَىٰ. There is nothing but our first death. وَمَا نَحْنُ بِمُنشَرِينَ. And we shall not be resurrected. And if that is the case, so فَاتُوا بِآيَاتِنَا, then bring back our forefathers. Why they are not being given a new life after death? Centuries are gone, our forefather never showed up. So it means that Muhammad is confused. If it would have been the case, they would have come long ago. That, oh, this is Prophet Adam, he can take a new life after death. So they were confused people. It has an appointed time. All people, they will get into new life at that appointed time. Got it? فَاتُوا بِآبَائِنَا. Then bring back our forefathers in kuntum sadiqin, if you speak the truth. Ahum khairun lam qawm tubba. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is referring to the king of Himyar. Write it down. The king of Himyar. He was before Jesus or after Jesus. And he was told that the last and final prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will come in the zone of Hijaz. This Makkah and Medina, that area is called Hijaz. So that king, he believed in Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam before his coming even. And he wrote a letter in the name of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that I have been told by the scholars of my own religion, so I do believe in your message. I believe in your message. And he gave that letter to his inheritors, that it must be kept intact.
generation after generation, and should be given to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam when he will show up. And not a coincidence, already decided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam came to Medina, migrated to Medina. He was staying there in Medina in the house of whom? Who was the host of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam after Miraj, after Hijrah? Anyone of you? Abu Ayyub Ansari, radiyallahu ta'ala an. Abu Ayyub Ansari, radiyallahu ta'ala an. He was the host of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam for a few days and nights. So he said to Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that, O the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I have some sort of amana in your name. I have a letter in your name. I don't know who wrote it and what is written there, but I got it. And Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was given that letter that was written by the king of India hundreds of years ago, that I do believe in your message. But his people did not. So what happened to them?
Ahum khairun am qawm tubba. Are they better? Are the people are tubba?
So tubba is not the name. That's also the title. That is the title of the king of India.
Ahum khairun, are they better? Am qawm tubba. Are people are tubba? Walladhina, and those min qablihim who were before them. Ahlaknahum, we destroyed them. Innahum kanu mujrimina. Innahum kanu mujrimina. Indeed they were criminals. وَمَا خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاوَاتِ, and we have not created the heavens وَالْأَرْضَ and the earth. وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا, and whatsoever is there in between them, لَاغِبِينَ, for mere play.
This is not a movie. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I am not living here in the only hill making movies. I have created this whole world. Is a movie or this is a play?
وَمَا خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ, and we created not the heaven and the earth. وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا, and all that which is in between them, لَاغِبِينَ, for mere play. مَا خَلَقْنَاهُمَا إِلَّا بِالْحَقِّ, we created them not except with truth. وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ, but most of the people, they do not know. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. والصلاة والسلام على رسول محمد وعلى أصحابه أجمعين. اللهم ربنا ارحمنا بالقرآن من لم تكلنا من القرآن ما نسينا وعلمنا منه ما جهلنا وتلاوته وأنا الليل وأنا النهار. صلى الله وسلم حافظه وارحم الراحمين. So inshallah this was the last